TV taught me how to dream.
You're a lifelong Knicks fan.
You want to talk about the Knicks first?
Let's talk about
the Knicks.
You want
to get me
first.
fucking aggravated.
As a player, you know, it's the Mecca. You know, it's the energy.
No, it's not.
It used to be.
It's not anymore.
No, not even close. But I remember when we were first coming in the league, it still had the aura. It's died off by far, and it used to have a real aura back in the day. But the energy of the fans and the city and the knowledge of the fans and good basketball, and it just hasn't been that for so long.
It's a fucking shit show, Matty Barnes. I used to not be one of these, it's the owner, you know, and for years, I didn't even jump on the Dolan is a piece of shit thing. I literally didn't pay any attention. My father was Dolan, and you'd hear people say, and I'm like, what Dolan? It had nothing to do, what the fuck you talking about? These guys ain't shit. We're changing our coaches every goddamn fucking 2 or 3 seasons. We've changed rosters. The crazy thing is right now, okay, the season's gonna start the 22nd of December, right? I will have to look at the goddamn roster again and be like, who the fuck are at least 8 of these fucking guys? Like I'm doing some sort of quiz, like a spelling bee. Like if I was doing like a Friday quiz, like, this guy I heard of, Frankie Cigarettes we got. I mean, this is not a culture. So, I know this is Frankie Cigarettes, Frankie Nicotine. But you know, this cliche of culture and all that shit, the culture is so fucked up in New York. And when we talk about trades, and we talk about like James Harden, they're throwing his name around to Brooklyn, they're not even mentioning the Knicks.
No,
they're not even. He's like, he wants to trade. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea.
Right.
The Knicks aren't even in the conversation.
Right. And
this fuck Dolan, he's infected. It's like if the building has asbestos. He put asbestos in the world's most famous arena. And another thing, and you guys know this better than I do. You played in New York, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, when you played in New York, where'd you live? In the suburbs, right?
White Plains.
White Plains. Now, for people that don't know New York City, White Plains, no disrespect, is a great place to live if you have a wife, 2 kids, and you got kids that are going to school and all that stuff.
And a dog.
And a dog. Or 2 dogs. Actually, for 2 dogs. But when you're 24 years old, this is not the New York City experience.
Right.
You go to the games, and then you got to trug your fucking
all
ass
the way
an
back.
hour, 45 minutes, hour and a half after the game. If you chill out, get a drink, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. You're not living in New York City. The practice facility is upstate. There's no way like you're gonna be like if you're a young 25-year-old basketball player, that's not the New York experience.
You want the city.
Brooklyn, you live in Brooklyn, which is a dope place. You practice in Brooklyn, you play in Brooklyn, and you're 10 minutes away from Manhattan. Mm. That's sexy. Mm. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's fly. No disrespect to the soccer moms, that's not dope. Nobody wants that shit. Especially if you can choose it. And it's the place they shitted on Oakley. And it's the place where they fired this coach and fired that coach and fucking Phil Jackson and the goddamn Derek Fisher and everything. And that was like, I can't even keep track of the years. But I'm so sick as a fan of trying to learn this roster every year. There's no core guys.
When do you feel like it started going wrong? Because you guys ran your course with, like you said, you guys went to the finals in '99 with LJ.
Fluke. What was it? Fucking fluke. It was great.
Grandmama.
Fucking shit and this fucking bullshit. I appreciated it then. I don't know when, I was oblivious for years. I was just kind of like, okay, it's going to get better and it's going to get better. I mean, I never in my wildest dreams did I think I would be rooting for the Boston Celtics. This is against
everything you breathe.
These fucking guys, but like and the Milwaukee Bucks, like I'm cheering for these, but that's what you got to. You got to diversify your assets when you're a Knicks fan. And the Brooklyn Nets are a flyer, doper, sexier team, and it's a sexier lifestyle. If I was James Harden, like you see Kyrie riding on his bike, that's sick. You're riding on your bike in Brooklyn, 15 minutes away from your arena, and you probably live in some stupid fucking high-rise crib in Brooklyn. That's fucking sexy.
Yeah.
If I'm a star player, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Not this fucking soccer mom shit up in White Plains with a fucking Volvo, station wagon.